Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for joining us. We begin this week's show with a show of support for the new minimum wage. Thanks to a bill passed by the Montgomery County Council, the new minimum wage is now $8.40 per hour. The new law took effect on October 1st, and to mark this historic day in the county, local leaders held a rally at the National Labor College in Silver Spring. Susan Kennedy has the story. Susan?
Sonia, it's a big day here in Montgomery County as officials celebrate the official enactment of the minimum wage law. Today, that wage goes up to $8.40 per hour. But the real winners here are those minimum wage workers who put in 40 hours a week. They'll be pocketing more than $200 extra per month. Council members, County Executive Ike Leggett, along with a large contingency of supporters, were on hand to celebrate the implementation of the new minimum wage law.
Thank you all for all the work you did.
That was approved by the council last year. Councilmember Mark Elrich was the chief sponsor of the measure.
If you're in a two-earner household working full-time, this is on the order of $360 a month. This is real money.
Elrich was joined at the rally by co-sponsor Nancy Navarro. She says not only is the new wage good for working families,
yes,
it will also take a load off the county when it comes to providing social services.
this also sends that, signal that it is about self-sufficiency, right? It's not just about creating and ballooning our safety net programs that require a lot of funding, but it's about putting more money in people's pockets.
The minimum wage law will be implemented incrementally. Each year, the wage will increase by just over $1 per hour. By the year 2017, the minimum wage will be $11.50 per hour.
I believe that there's a greater day ahead, and if we work together, at some point in time, we're going to achieve the objectives that we need. That is to have the dignity and respect and to make certain that the people receive the kind of compensation they need.
I'm very happy.
I personally am very happy, and for me it's so important that the rest of my co-workers, other workers, other people are educated and know that the minimum wage has gone up.
Councilmember Elrich took this on, and he deserves a great deal of credit. Let's give him a round of applause.
I saw kids whose last hot meal was on Friday at lunch until breakfast and Monday morning in school. So this is not a personal thing. This is trying to do something about what to me is a really, it's just a wrenching problem. And it's something we have the capacity to do something about. So I'm just so grateful to be here.
In Silver Spring, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
And also this week, the county's Office of Human Rights hosted a forum to inform the public, county employees, and business owners about the strategic enforcement of county, state, and federal employment laws. With the new minimum wage increase kicking in this month, county officials want to make sure that employees know their rights and have the tools to file complaints.
Call the Office of Human Rights and let us know in fact that you think you'll either get a violation, that this has occurred to you, and seek information from our offices. We're going to refer you to the Maryland Department of Labor Licensing and Regulations, because they'll be the ones who end up taking the actual complaint. They will investigate the complaint, and then they will render a finding.
In other news, approval of a measure that allows candidates for county council and county executive to use public financing for their campaigns. The measure provides incentives for candidates to seek out small individual contributors. It would also limit qualifying contributions for candidates who choose to accept public financing to a maximum of $150 from registered voters in the county.
Well, it'll do three things. It will reduce the impact of special interests, and that will have a big impact on policy, because candidates who are elected under the system won't be financially dependent on contributions from corporations or labor unions or PACs, because they won't be able to accept any contributions from those groups if they participate in public funding. That's a big change. So it'll have an impact on policy, not just on who wins or who's competitive. Second, it will involve more people in elections, because people know their contributions. Their small individual donors will see more of an impact for getting involved. And it will make it possible, this is the third change, for more people to run for office who run grassroots campaigns and who don't have ties to special interest groups or wealthy individuals.
It is official. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has opened its doors to a new biodefense center. County Executive Ike Leggett was there for the ribbon-cutting ceremony, along with other state and federal officials. Lorna Virgili reports.
The FDA's new $300 million biodefense lab complex is now part of the centers within one campus in the east side of Montgomery County. This FDA consolidation is key to the White Oak Master Plan passed by County Council, which envisions a town center with life science companies and entertainment.
A very strong master plan for this area. A master plan that would see bus rapid transit and so many other things in this area. Betsy mentioned all of the wonderful things that will happen in and around this great facility. But we could not get there without first seeing the expansion of what has happened here. So I want to thank GSA, thank FDA, and all of you for making this such a wonderful, wonderful addition.
The complex has space for more than 2,700 employees to the campus. Almost 9,000 FDA employees are now at the White Oak facility.
The role you play in protecting and promoting the public health is absolutely essential to our country and to the health of so many people around the world.
The new lab will support the FDA's medical countermeasure initiative, including pandemic influenza preparedness, as well as the development of products to prevent HIV, tuberculosis, malaria, and Ebola.
The dedication of this new biodefense laboratory complex, which was begun back in October of 2008, reflects that modernization and consolidation goal by providing critical workspace for more than 520 employees of the Center for Biologics and Evaluation Research, as was mentioned, and the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, Office of Biotechnology Products, as well as now the Center for Tobacco Products.
The biodefense complex is made up of several buildings totaling more than 1 million square feet. In White Oak, for County Report This Week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
Holy Cross Hospital is now open in Germantown. The new hospital, located off I-270 at Observation Drive at the intersection of Middlebrook, is the first in the nation to be located on the campus of a community college, and the first new hospital in Montgomery County in 35 years. At his weekly briefing, Montgomery County Council President Craig Rice said this new hospital is important for the future of the Up-County.
This is a great opportunity, you know, in looking at the footprint of this hospital and the projections and talking with Holy Cross. This hospital is supposed to become 100% utilized within the first month of it being opened. And so along those lines, you know, there's certainly room for expansion. And I think that will help to spur the economic development that continues. But many people say that you're not on the map until you have a hospital. And I think that it you know, kind of solidifies the Up-County as being a region that is on the map now.
On October 1st, several new laws went into effect in the state of Maryland, including an extension of the state's move-over law. Corporal Rebecca Innocenti has more information for motorists about this important new law.
Well, when the move-over law was created in Maryland, it required motorists, upon seeing a stationary emergency vehicle on the side of the road, like a police vehicle or an ambulance, to move over a lane, and if they couldn't do that safely, to slow down. Again, creating a safety barrier for those on the side of the road. The side of the road can be a very dangerous place. The law has been expanded, and as of today, motorists are also required to move over or slow down for those tow trucks on the side of the road. Again, the side of the road can be very dangerous for emergency personnel, helping maybe stranded motorists, disabled motorists, so we want to keep everybody safe, keeping the safety barrier for those that are disabled on the side of the road.
Coming up next on County Report This Week, a conversation against bullying.
And the city of Tacoma Park touts its summer youth employment program. Don't go away. County Report This Week is coming right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. A town hall meeting was recently held in Silver Spring to help educate Montgomery County residents about what they can do to prevent bullying in schools. MyMC Media's Alini Barrios joins us with more.
I'm in Silver Spring where members of the community had a conversation about bullying in schools. The talk focused on what students, parents, and educators can do to stand up against bullying. Harassment, intimidation, bullying. It's something you hope never happens to your child. Montgomery County residents had the chance to share stories and talk about bullying prevention at a town hall meeting at the Silver Spring Civic Building recently.
So this is part of our broader initiative, which started in February of 2012. We recognized that bullying in schools was a very serious issue that was not going to go away.
The school system really needs to revise certain things.
The event focused on preventing bullying behavior, but also highlighted what people can do if they're bullied.
We are educating children and parents that it's a two-way street. They need to have these conversations at home. So I see that MCPS is trying to be proactive and take a lead here, and I think it's impressive to see what our school system's doing in combination with outside groups.
County officials said parents should watch for signs, and students must speak up.
The first thing is use your resources at home. Tell your parents. And that's one of the toughest things for kids, is that they feel like they're going to be a snitch. They feel like, maybe they won't believe me, but go straight to your parents.
Words hurt. It's not funny. It's not a joke. You're not going to get popular because of it. You're risking a life.
And if the bullying escalates, law enforcement officials said officers will work with the state's attorney's office to make sure the situation is addressed.
They definitely should contact the police department if the bullying gets really bad, whether it's cyberbullying, whether it's verbal threats. However the bullying is physical, for sure. If it ever becomes physical, then that's something that needs to be addressed.
For County Report this week, I'm Alini Barrios.
But bullying that starts off in so many playgrounds is a game.
Save the date. The Montgomery County Council will hold a town hall meeting for middle, high school, and college students at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, October 15th at the council office building in Rockville. This is a great opportunity for area students to let their council members know how they feel about specific issues. And students can ask questions of the council members too. The October 15th meeting will be broadcast live on County Cable Montgomery. Students who plan to attend are asked to RSVP by calling 240-777-7931. You can find out more information on the council's website. Participants of Tacoma Park's inaugural Youth Summer Employment Program were recognized with a mayoral proclamation at a recent city council meeting. The 6-week pilot program offers young people, ages 16 through 21, work experience with local businesses, the opportunity to earn money, and a chance to learn valuable life skills.
What we found in this first program, or sort of this pilot phase, is that many of our students had never had a job before. And so I say the first thing is just that first job experience. I mean, we all kind of take that for granted now. When you're younger and you don't have an opportunity to have that first job, sometimes getting a job can be a little bit difficult.
It's a good way to spend your time doing something over the summer. It helps out with the community, supporting local businesses, but then also you learn a lot.
And it's something that almost everybody my age likes. It's an opportunity to earn money. The hard part is getting the job, is getting one of the slots, and then if you get that, you're good to go. But it's a lot of fun.
I never had a really legit job before, so I was really nervous for all the interviews and the resume thing. I'm just like, am I going to be able to do it? But they helped me feel so comfortable. This was a really good experience for first-time people who've never had a job before, and I really think they should definitely continue it.
The program also seemed to have a positive impact on business owners, their employees, and even their customers.
Shaya became a very valuable part of our community and really developed a good rapport with our customers, and we consider her part of our larger Crossroads community now and in the future.
Seeing him interact with our young little musicians, and I think that he had a lot of fun in the process, and hopefully I think it also awakened the inner musician in him as well.
It was as though he had been in the workforce a while, even though it was his very first job. Very responsible. Everybody loved him. People still miss him because he contributed so much. So we had a great experience.
Ours was only a limited amount of time for our program, and we're hopeful that we've now created a resume item for kids so they can go on and get that next great job.
For more information about this program, visit the City of Tacoma Park's website. The Montgomery County Council recently recognized Hispanic Heritage Month. Councilmember Nancy Navarro presented the proclamation as she highlighted the contributions of some extraordinary Montgomery County residents during the ceremony.
And whereas Montgomery County recognizes that Latino Americans represent a wide array of cultures,
as we continue celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month and the accomplishments of the many Hispanic leaders in Montgomery County, Julie Rios-Little tells us about the journey that led Nancy Navarro to the County Council.
My journey into this position, it almost looks from the outside as if it was planned, but it really wasn't. In many ways, what attracted me to the whole realm of public policy really had to do when my children entered school. And I started realizing that, there were a lot of areas where parents, especially immigrant parents, Latino parents, a lot of places where they were just absent, and I started realizing that, we had this issue around childcare being so expensive, and then how that related to school readiness, for example.
Before being elected council member, Nancy Navarro served as a member of the Montgomery County Board of Education, where she served 2 consecutive terms as board president.
Serving in an elected office was never something I had really thought about, but very soon I realized that in many ways all my work through the nonprofit organization, through my children's school, through various task forces, etc., almost were preparing me for something like this. But there was something fundamental that I think my mother especially taught me, which was to always give back, and not just monetarily, but in any way.
Councilmember Navarro was elected to represent District 4 in a special election on May 2009. She has been recognized as one of the most influential women in the area.
I feel very blessed to have this opportunity to serve at this level, to be a part of a 9-member council that is able to make such extraordinary decisions that positively affect so many people. The fact that I came from a country, Venezuela, that is just so diverse in so many ways, it's been a very easy transition for me because I don't see myself as just one-dimensional. I see myself as somebody that can definitely advocate and promote and represent all of the members of my district very effectively.
When we come back, we'll tell you about the Maryland Breakfast Challenge and what it means to local students. And the city of Rockville is documenting its story. We'll explain when County Report This Week returns. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
On Sunday, October 19th, downtown Wheaton will once again be transformed into a vibrant international village for the World of Montgomery Festival. This free outdoor event features entertainment for the whole family that celebrates, explores, and shares the rich cultural heritage of Montgomery County. The festival takes place at the JCPenney parking lot at Westfield Wheaton Mall from noon until 5 p.m. Admission and nearby parking is free. For more information, visit our website at worldofmontgomery.com.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. We've all heard in some way that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, a challenge is underway to ensure that MCPS students reap the benefits of a good breakfast. MCPS TV reports.
County and state officials gathered to help kick off the Maryland Breakfast Challenge. The event was held at Francis Scott Key Middle School, where 91% of students participate in this free breakfast program.
So we know that hungry students can't learn. That's a fact. The Maryland Breakfast Challenge is an important initiative, and we fully support the governor's effort to increase student access to healthy meals and to breakfast.
School breakfast can change lives, we know this. Our research shows that kids who eat breakfast are more likely to graduate and earn higher wages as adults. But too many kids who need breakfast aren't getting it. And that's why we're here today, to ask every school in the state to rise to this challenge. I'm even going to give you a special tip to win the challenge. Make breakfast part of the school day, like they do here at Key Middle School.
And attendees got the opportunity to see how Key Middle School serves up breakfast, which includes a little reading on the side.
Last year, we served over 5 million breakfasts to students throughout the county. Every school in Montgomery County has breakfast available to students. 74 of our schools are part of the Maryland Meals for Achievement program, which essentially is universal breakfast, meaning that breakfast is served in the classroom to them when they come into the school in the morning, and it's part of their day.
Eating breakfast wakes me up, gives me energy for the classes.
This breakfast gives me all the nutrition I need to go through the day.
I love the variety of food that I get at breakfast.
Elise Salaria further commented on this statewide challenge.
This challenge is a way to sort of energize and galvanize all of our schools for that final push to get as many kids as possible eating breakfast by the end of this year. Our goal is to get at least 750 schools enrolled in the challenge by October 31st. Schools who win are eligible for some pretty big cash prizes, celebrity NFL player visits, in-school celebrations, cooking classes for students or cafeteria staff, all sorts of fun things.
For more information or to enroll, visit the Maryland Breakfast Challenge website.
The city of Rockville is the setting for Maryland Public Television's upcoming documentary, Our Town. Community members gathered last month to discuss story ideas for the special. The Rockville 11 team has the story.
The Mayor and Council, community leaders, and residents of Rockville gathered last month to brainstorm ideas for the upcoming Maryland Public Television special, Our Town, an hour-long documentary that will tell the story of Rockville.
This is such a great opportunity for our citizens, our stakeholders, to tell the story of Rockville, and we're really looking forward to it.
We've had a great turnout from the community. I think really diverse representation of folks from throughout Rockville representing different interests in the community. I think we've got a lot of good ideas generated this morning, and it's going to be hard to winnow down what we're actually going to include in the program.
55 residents attended the meeting. They broke into small groups and discussed possible topics for the film.
We were looking at things from history, tourism, economics, what makes us different, but the events and ideas generated shows all the brain power in Rockville.
I think it's a great idea for the city to participate in this project, and I think it'll be an eye-opening experience for a lot of people and perhaps draw more tourism and people to come check out what we have to offer.
All of the ideas were taken into consideration and voted on at the end of the meeting. The final product will be a combination of these ideas that will come together to help tell Rockville's story.
It's going to really showcase Rockville and how we pull together and have become a community that progresses and embraces different cultures and different parts of the world.
Production of the film will begin in the upcoming months, and it will be released in September 2015. If you didn't attend the story meeting, you can still email ideas and story concepts for Our Town Rockville to ourtown@rockvillemd.gov. For more information on the project, visit rockvillemd.gov/ourtown. For County Report This Week, I'm Morgan Lash.
Coming up in County Report this week, we'll find out how buying art supplies can help fund a grant program for local artists.
And we'll find out how the Raptors are doing mid-season at Montgomery College. Stay with us. County Report This Week is coming right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. October is National Arts and Humanities Month. And to celebrate, a Montgomery County art supplies business is working with the county's Arts and Humanities Council on an easy way customers can show their support for the visual arts. MyMC Media's Krista Brick joins us with more.
I'm at the Artist Materials store in Silver Spring, where when you buy this, or even this, you can round up your bill to help out a fellow artist. It's a new program called Round Up for the Visual Arts, launched by the Arts and Humanities Council of Montgomery County, along with Plaza Artist Materials. How it works is you can round up your bill when you check out at one of Plaza Artist Materials stores in Montgomery County. The donation will go to help fund a grant in the council's individual artist and scholars category.
It'll augment the funds that we have from Montgomery County for individual visual artists, and that's a wonderful thing because our funding in that category is particularly small. So it'll allow us to, grow that and won't supplant it but augment it, which is always a great thing.
Store owner Eric Zelenko said the effort helps support the very customers he sells to and will help to promote the organizations that support the arts.
Given that we support the local visual arts community, we thought it would be a great opportunity to engage our customers with the organizations that are based in Montgomery County in creating the arts and helping them to fulfill their missions.
According to the council, Montgomery County's investment of $5.8 million in nonprofits, arts, and humanities organizations helps to generate more than $204 million in total economic benefit and about 4,000 full-time jobs. But County Executive Ike Leggett said the arts should not be measured in dollars and cents.
But the real measure of the arts and humanities community goes beyond the jobs, it goes beyond returns and tax dollars. It goes to how we motivate people, how we educate them, how we provide levels of creativity for them, how we do all of those things that make us better as a community.
The timing of the new effort coincides with October as National Arts and Humanities Month. For County Report This Week, I'm Krista Brick.
Fall sports are well underway at Montgomery College, and MCTV's Michael Brown has a mid-season report on how all the Raptor teams are doing.
It's been a challenging and interesting first half of the season for MC's soccer and volleyball teams. Men's soccer returned just 4 players from last year's team that finished 4th in the nation, but Pedro Braz's team has picked up right where they left off. Playing maybe the toughest schedule in the nation, the Raptors are 10-2-1, ranked 6th in the country, and they're in first place in Maryland JUCO. And like last year, they're spreading the scoring magic around. Gabe Nadai, reigning national scoring leader, is right there again with 13 goals. Jonathan Barron has been a sensation with 8 goals, and Javier Nieto also has 8. And the inexperienced Raptors defense has been stout, led by middle backer Brandon McCoy and the goalkeeping tandem of Bogdan Svitin and Max Labuski. The Raptors have 5 shutouts and a stingy goals against average. So the Raptors' perpetual goal of returning to the national championship tournament in November looks very realistic. Women's volleyball sits in 3rd place in Maryland JUCO, which is remarkable considering all their injuries. 2 team stars, heady libero Christy Mempin and last year's MVP and dynamic outside hitter Hiromi Konishi, have both missed substantial amounts of time. But despite the challenges, head coach Amir Mafita-John has the team playing with confidence, and he's getting contributions from the entire roster. Middle hitter Capria Redparth has been a dominating force. Nicole Couturier has doled out assists by the boatload, and newcomers Catherine Liu and Natalie Speth have played big, contributing kills and scoring with their wicked service game. And finally, MC's women's soccer team has gotten off to a bit of a slow start, but head coach Brad Harton's team also started slowly last year, only to turn it around and come within 1 goal of going to nationals. So don't count this team out. Their losses have been nail-biters, and they're getting excellent play out of their defense, anchored by Caitlin Snyder and Tracy Velasquez. And despite some scoring woes, they have the weapons. So look for this team to get on a roll heading toward the postseason. For County Report This Week from Montgomery College, I'm Michael Brown.
And now it's time to meet our pet of the week. Here's Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society. Kathy?
I'm here with Nicole Kittenbaum here at the Montgomery County Humane Society, and she's a 2.5-year-old black kitty who is just a wonderful pet. The only problem with Nicole is she prefers to be an only cat. So if you have other cats in the house, she's not the cat for you. But if you're looking for a cat that just loves to be the queen bee, come on down to the Montgomery County Humane Society on Goody Drive and visit her, because she's really looking for another home. Give us a call at 240-252-2555 or visit Nicole at mchumane.org.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for watching.